Can this Saludos Amigos be a great Disney film or bust? Well, let's go find out in DPR. Oh, amigos. Hola, amigos. Welcome to DPR. Now, I review everything that's from Disney and it's available at Disney Plus. I'm, let's see, I used to be the Disney cat, but I decided to just do my webcam instead. So, as the Disney Plus reviewer. So, I might as well do that. So, anyway, let's continue. All right, so the movie title is Saludos Amigos. This is one of the very first package films that's now like one of those big films that is trying to make box office revenue because during World War II, and it's been the rough ones. It's always been the rough ones for that one though. So okay, so this musical feature is about the Latin America. This is the first of the two that's be part of that one, and we'll explain about the success and stuff like that in just a few. So, so what's this about? Well, we're talking about these four shorts. Actually, the film is only like 45 minutes at least, I think. At least 45 minutes anyway, so. Okay. So we got these four. Oh, just so you know, each one will have a little trivia to it. Like Tekaka. In this segment, the Disney artists make a cartoon where Donald and Doug visit Lake Titicaca in Bolivia and Peru and meet some of the locals, including upstaying llama as an American tourist. When Donald tries to ride the llama over a bridge, he ends up falling into the sea and rolls away in pots and pans. That's classic Donald. And the next one, Pedro. Pedro is a story about a small anthropomorphic airplane from an airport near Santiago, Chile, engaging in his first flight to retrieve airmail from Mendoza with disastrous consequences. He manages to safely return to the airfield with the mail, which happens to be a single postcard. Arcade Pictures released this particular segment as a theatrical short on May 13, 1955. Chilean cartoonist, however, Rene Rios Baggio, known as popular as People, sorry, was disappointed with how the character of Pedro represents his country. In response, he developed the character Condorito, who went on to become one of the most iconic comic magazine characters in Latin America, which is actually pretty cool. I did not know they do something like that. So, in Gacho Goofy. Okay, there's a little controversy in this one, which we'll discuss, which I will describe to you in a few. In this segment, Cowboy Goofy gets taken from Texas to Argentine Pambas by the narrator to learn the ways of native Gacho. This segment was later edited for the film's Golden Classic Collection VHS DVD release to remove one scene in which Goofy shown a cigarette. He blows a friggin' cigarette. Then the edit appears again on the Classic Caballeros Collection in DVD, and the sequence has been restored as the unedited version has been much requested. The fully uncredited version is available as a bonus feature on the Walt El Guapo DVD release, and fully unedited and restored on the Saludos Amigos and Three Caballeros 75th Anniversary Collection. When the film was released on Disney's streaming platform Disney Plus, the edited version of the sequence was used despite disclaimers of the film being presented in its original form with outdated cultural depositions and tobacco usage, but it has since been changed to the unedited version. So when they released this the first time, they decided to, it's like, you know what, let's go put it back to the scene there. So they did, which is actually pretty much a good idea. I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. So, and then we have Aquarela do Brazil. In Portuguese means watercolor Brazil. In the finale of the film, views Disney artists creating pictures that magically turn into different pictures. One of them is a flower, which turns into Donald after a bee goes into his mouth. When the bee flies out of his mouth, Donald sees a paintbrush creating a brand new character, Jose Carrigo. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm so sorry about that. So, um, when let's see, when he lives in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil. So Jose um Carioca. Carioca. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to say it right. I'm gonna try to say it right. Um who shows Donald Duck around South America, lets him have a drink, chocolate with him, which is so spicy for Donald that he starts hiccuping and introduces himself to the samba to the tunes of Aquarela de Brazil and Tico Tico no Iwa. After that, the film ends. So pretty much, yeah, yeah. Even though it's about, they have a culture warning about this one too, but all I gotta say is that this was actually pretty cute. Yeah, it's actually pretty cute for what it is, especially when these guys decide to make like four shorts on all for overall, and I think in doing this way they're doing, it's actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna say this is the best of the thing, but it's mostly underrated, and I do see why. But my opinion is, I really do appreciate about Latin America because I like to see the cultural references, from other areas. They did that. They did that. When I was down my trip to um Epcot, and when I went to Epcot, I went to check out different cultures like Mexico, Japan, China, Canada, and stuff like that. But it seems to me that every time I go to each one of them, I try out some foods, I try out see what the buildings look like, and see how people react, stuff like that. I really appreciate the cultural reference of the countries for Epcot because Epcot is always one of my favorite parks, and doing so it makes it a lot easier to see how you enjoy on you know enjoy to see more culture outside of the United States. It's pretty nice. I really like it. Okay, oh yeah, just so you know, it was released in August 24th, 1942 in Rio de Janeiro. Then it was released in Boston February 6th, 1943, and then February 19th, 1943 for the United States. So, even though they made over $1 million in rentals for the thing, but still, great job. Great job for what they had to do this one. Okay. Okay, in the cast, we got Lee Blair as himself. We got Mary Blair herself too. Also, Walt Disney. Oh, yeah, Walt Disney himself too. Then we got Frank Graham, which is himself, and so is Norman Ferguson. We have the voice of Donald Duck as Clarence Nash, which I don't think so anymore. Jose do Patrocínio Oliveira, who voiced Jose, and it's used in the Brazilian Portuguese version as well. Fred Shields is the narrator. Frank Thomas is himself. Hey, cool. Frank Thomas is himself. Nice. And Stuart Buckman is a flight attendant. Okay, it was directed from a supervised director of Norman Ferguson, and sequence directors from Wilfred Jackson, Jeb Kinney, Hamilton Luskey, and Bill Roberts, which they're all legends in my opinion. And also just got story guys from Homer Brodman, William Cottrell, Richard Humer, Joe Grant, Harold Reeves, Ted Sears, Webb Smith, Roy Williams, and Ralph Wright. So, yeah. Other than the cultural sensitive, just a little bit in that one, and also the cigarette scene for Goofy, it's still enjoyable movie. I really enjoy this film. I'm not like this is not like A material in my opinion because it feels like there's something in there that could add just a little bit more to try to make it like the biggest thing right there. Unfortunately, when you face this with Fantasia, then you see why. Because Fantasia is more fun, it's stunning, it's enjoyable, and it's the first thing you've ever seen before. So this pretty much like they get the idea of Fantasia, but about Latin America. Still, um, I still enjoyed this. It may not be like the best I've seen from Disney, which I will discuss about pros and cons. This is gonna be brand new. I decided I'm gonna put pros and cons for my reviews now instead of just doing like done done done. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I want to make sure that this is just so you know, this is just my opinion, and all I gotta say is that I haven't had one bad Disney film of the Walt Disney Animation Studios dislike. I might have problems with Home on Range, which I will rewatch that one before I do the review. even though they said it's the worst one. I don't think it's the worst one. Actually, I haven't seen a worse Walt Disney animated feature film. Yeah, even Wish. Even I like Wish, even though this is not what we're talking about. Still, I still enjoy every film I've seen from Disney because I'm a Disney fanatic, and that's why I'm doing Disney Plus reviews. That's why I like doing it, and it's really fun. Um, there will be one anime film that I'm going to review won't be available on Disney Plus because I have no idea why. I have no idea. I have no idea why they thinking that it's a good idea not to show that, but still, I think they need to because it's history and they need to put that in history. But it's just my opinion. So hopefully they'll release that someday. Someday. So yeah. So pretty much we already talked about how the story is and the people who came in and to celebrate Latin America, which is actually pretty cool. Which is pretty cool that they showed the history about Latin America. So I believe that this is actually a good start of the package films that they decided to do that in order to save the company. And let me tell you, this is actually a smart idea. If they didn't do these films, yeah, and once these animation studios would have been gone. Would have been gone forever. And that would be a sad thing to see because I really like the animation company. So I'm glad they decided to do this. So, all right. So, well, I pretty much explained everything about this one. Yeah, it's actually the shortest film of the whole thing. It was just like 44 minutes, I believe, around there. But still, it's pretty enjoyable because I like anime shorts, and having 4 different anime shorts for Latin America is actually pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So let's go talk about it. Let's go do the pros and cons here. Pros: well animated feature, great music, Jose's first appearance, which is awesome, and good to see Goofy in this film. Cons: it's the lesser of the Disney films, can't beat Fantasia as I mentioned, and not the best I've seen from the Walt Disney Animation Studios. So what should I give this one? I'll give it C plus. Now that'll be an asshole thing to do because this is actually a more appreciated film that people need to rewatch. Especially when I finally watched this. Just so you know, guys, I haven't watched this a lot, but I finally watched it, and I thought that was still enjoyable. It's not the best I've seen, especially Fantasia-wise, but still enjoyable, and I still recommend it for anyone to watch it on Disney Plus. So, here we give you B plus. I think that's perfect. Besides, B plus is perfect for this one. So, yeah. So there'll be more reviews like this, so stay tuned for that. Is the cat coming back? He might be coming back. I'm just gonna give him a cat nap, give him a break for a little bit. Besides, I like to show my face on webcam anyway, so why not? I think it's a good idea. Good idea to do that. Just like a podcasting kind of thing. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this. There'll be more Disney Plus reviews like this, so stay tuned. Yeah. There will be one review that is not available on Disney Plus, but for that I will wait for a little while until they actually showed up on that one. But hopefully they do that. If they do that, that's cool. Cool beans. So I hope you enjoy this and enjoy this film there. Yeah. What do you think of Saludos Amigos? Do you think this one deserves a B plus or different grade and stuff like that? Yeah, show the comments below. Also, like this, give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel and press the notification button so you can know my live videos coming just like this. So, alright, I hope you enjoyed this review. There'll be more reviews coming, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next review.